Yellow. Hello.
Hi. Hi, this is Elena.
And Michelle. Welcome. What did we say in the beginning? I don't remember now.
We just say, hey homies, what up? It's your girls.
Yes.
Can you guess what this flower is called?
Ooh, I want to say like daffodil. It looks like a little daffodil.
It is yellow like a daffodil. But this no, this one it's not one I think I would be able to recognize by sight either. It's a RUE.
Oh, you told me that yesterday. That we were doing a brew the next day, didn't you?
I did, but I mentioned a few other flower names like gloxinia and stuff, so I don't blame you for not remembering. But yeah, this flower was the weirdest one. Like, I think that it looks the most alien to me, because...
When is it gonna, like, relax?
I don't know. This video for us is still buffering. I hope for you guys it's fine. It would just depend on your own internet. Our internet apparently is just bunk right now. Berm? He's out of town. He can't do anything about it.
It may be because the predator took all of our connection.
Could be. We're supposed to be looking at things as the predator does, like with our heat vision. So we would just be seeing a blank white screen. The heat of the screen. By the way, we started watching Predator. We got about halfway through.
Yeah, the yellow cursor looks like its eyes. Or it's blood.
That's my intention. Oh, yay, it buffered for us.
Oh, good. I almost didn't really... Yeah.
Oh, no.
I knew something changed, but if you didn't say that, I wouldn't have realized until a little later.
Let's see. We'll talk about Predator in a bit. We watched the first half today, and then we're going to watch the second half right before we do the recording for the next flower.
Oh, sorry. I have lotion hands and I tried to grab something and it almost fell. Gross.
So, oh yeah, I had one anecdote before Predator. I was thinking about all the special bouquets of my life, and I remembered I forgot one, but, I mean, it's not like I got a full bouquet, but, Eric, he makes those fun, like, he has those long leaves, and he makes those, things. So, like, I know that we probably have, like, a handful among all of us, and then I know that Liz got a full bouquet of them one year.
That's right, yeah. You
just, like, so lovely, because those are, like, those also keep.
Yes.
I've had them.
I have 3. I've had them forever.
You have 3?
I have 3.
I think I have 2.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Mom's. She has at least one.
I don't know that all of them were mine. I feel like maybe I inherited some. So
okay. Oh, like an heirloom, like an Eric loom.
Yeah, I feel like maybe one of them was put in my car. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Mysterious. Let's see. I had another thought. So as we watched Predator, I was crocheting a little bit because it's fine to say this because Felicity won't be watching this, but
so inappropriate.
No, but we are making her a gift for her birthday. We're making her a crochet blanket made of sunflower granny squares. And I was looking it up, and, like, for the dimensions that would be good for her, I think that we have to make 300 or so, or less, because I never looked up what a full blanket size is. But let's just aim for queen, because I won't be bothered.
Then she could have it all her life. And
that's what I was thinking, too.
Bed.
Yeah. Anyway, so 300 of these granny squares, and yeah, it's a lot right now. I have, like, each one is only 4 different sections, like, each granny square is just one, what is it called? A round, I think? Anyways, I'm just going a chunk at a time. So I have like 40 centers that I can jump off of, and like I'm working on the second layer, and I made 4 as I was watching Predator because it was just too...
She has a hard to stitch.
Yeah, but also I was watching Predator. It was just distracting. Every single shadow that went by, it was just like, there it is. It's the Predator. It's getting them. Okay, so this thing on the screen right now. We're so good at talking about what's on the screen. So this is why I'm saying that RUEs look like alien.
Why are you so close to me?
Because it's comfortable. Like, okay, we did a voice recording maybe a few weeks ago or like a month ago, and I like twangered my back or something, and it seemed like it was fine after a week, but then I twangered it again the next week. So I've been trying to be really careful about how I sit and just trying to be more comfortable during these voice recordings.
Okay.
It wasn't.
I moved to put my elbow on my elbow rests, and I realized you're just right here next to me.
You cannot. Don't you enjoy the sisterly closeness?
I didn't even notice it. It was just comfortable, and then I was like, why can't my arm fit? Oh, because you're just right there.
Gosh.
All right, proceed.
Pause. On the thought of sharing armrests between seats, do you ever get really irritated when...
Yes. I'm already there.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like it's polite to keep the barrier. And so, like, I won't really claim that armrest, and I get annoyed when someone else does, especially if it's a guy, because it's like, why do you have the audacity? Yeah. Like, this is my blockade from you. We're strangers. Anyway.
The worst is the airplane, because the middle person should have both armrests. The others get the one on the side, or they get, like, the tucked back, you know? But the person should have comfortable use of the arms because they have the lesser seat.
I agree.
And I've had the worst people next to me.
Yeah.
And that just reminds me, at the play the other day, I had my arm just on the armrest, and at one point Avery looks over at me, and he pushes my arm off. I'm like, I'm not even touching it. That's where my arm goes.
3-year-olds, man. Who's raising this kid?
Anyway, total sidetrack. What are we talking about?
I was going to talk about how alien these RUE plants look. Because there are all these weird sections, and I don't know, it's like, these are not the petals that are happening right now. They're just these weird little things that come off of them. And also, like...
Was it like the cover, like, underneath the buds?
Like, there's a no. It's between that and... Okay, you'll get a better view of it probably toward the end, because it takes a while for me to figure out. I remember, too, like, I modeled all of these kind of within the same week, and the RUE was the one that I finished modeling last, and so it always feels like it took the longest, but I also keep track of the times of videos, and I know that Coreopsis took the longest to model. We'll find out later. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so, like, some of them have petals. I think they all have, like, a weird bulb like this in the center, and then they have those weird spindly things that come out, and then the leafy thing underneath it to encapsulate it all.
Gosh, it's like a spider got trapped underneath them.
Yeah, exactly. And they're also, like, during the blocking out phase of all these flowers, I am always counting petals and, like, counting leafy bits to see. So it's like these spindly things, they had some variance. So, like, some of them had just, like, 8 spindly things. Some of them had, like, 10. I think one of them had 12. So I wanted to show a range.
On the same plant?
Yeah.
How
Isn't that weird?
It's supposed to be a uniform number.
Right?
Uniformity.
Exactly.
It looks like a tooth. Like a molar.
Creepy. Yeah, and then something about the RUE that was really bugging me was, like, for a lot of these, I was able to just do one flower as the as the focal point. And I didn't really want to make variants of it because, you know, you can have just, like, one little cut of a flower and it's one. It's fine. But with the RUE, I was looking at reference for it, and it's not really something that you would gift to somebody in a bouquet. And so all I was seeing was pictures of RUE in nature, and it's like, no, there's never just one single bloom of RUE. You need, like, a bunch. So it's like, okay, I'll make 3 individual little, like, blooms of them. Fine. Like, I'll adhere to what I'm seeing in pictures. But just know I didn't enjoy it. I was mad the whole time. And I really should have looked this up. I'm going to look this up right now.
You asked me yesterday, or last week, about if anyone ever gave me flowers. And I was telling you just burn. But it was a thing, though. Like, it kind of made me sad that I never got flowers. But there was a moment when I was living in Montana and I came back to visit San Diego. And when I flew back, my friends picked me up and they gave me balloons. So it's like, that was a really sweet thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it wasn't flowers.
Dang. Which friends?
It was Kat and...
okay. I thought you meant flew back to California. That's sweet, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so RUE is a flower. It means regret. It symbolizes regret. It's also been called herb of grace in literary works. The more you know. Yeah, so these are all, they start off with the same kind of base, but then I tweak them all to be individual to their own hearts.
Cute.
So yeah, Predator. We had never seen it. No, you saw parts of it, right?
It was so long ago, I might as well have not seen it, but I do remember him getting smeared with mud and hiding from the Predator, and I do remember, back to the chopper, or don't get to the chopper!
Yes, yeah, and so every time now, like, that... we keep seeing choppers, and we're wondering which one it's going to be.
Oh, but also, we heard another line that was fun. This guy said it in the most serious, deadpan voice. He says, "There was a firefight." And we were cracking up because of Boondocks.
Like, I haven't even seen that, but I've heard enough about it that it's like, that resonated hard.
It's so good. It's like they transformed that line. I hope it was like they took a tribute of that movie.
Yeah, like, because I was
a nothing line, and they're like, that's
really,
a great one. We're
really
gonna use it.
Yeah, because I looked it up, and Predator came out 12 years before the Boondock Club.
Cute. I was gonna ask you something fun and
fun and flirty and thriving.
I was gonna say fun and fruity.
Ooh, ask me something fruity.
I was just trying to think on the line of flowers, because you'd asked me what my favorite flower was, and I couldn't really give you an answer. But it made me think about favorite things from childhood that have changed since you grew up. So those go-to things, like when you were asked as a kid, like, what's your favorite thing? Like, I remember this lady made us bags, and either we told Mom and she translated it to the lady, or the lady asked us in one moment and we gave her some answers. But it was like, my favorite thing is basketballs, and my favorite animal is dolphins. So she made me a bag that had animals, the dolphins with basketballs.
It was like a beautiful original painting.
It was so pretty.
On a canvas bag.
It was not timeless, though, because that was a random thing for me to have said. But also, like, I don't really think about, like, what's your favorite animal anymore. I don't know. Yeah. I think pandas.
That's a good one.
I like watching them eat bamboo.
Yeah.
Or cats, because I love my cats.
Aw.
They come second to pandas that I see on video.
Totes. I feel like that, for me, because I said dragonflies, apparently, because that's what it was on mine. But that ended up being a, like self-fulfilling prophecy. Because now whenever I think about insects, it's like, I know I like caterpillars, but then I feel like I see the beauty in dragonflies. Especially because I knew I liked them when I was younger.
Yeah. What was your other thing? Just dragonflies? Or?
Yeah, I can't remember if there was more to it. Maybe, because I don't think I have that bag anymore. Though I don't know when I would have gotten rid of it.
They had like a sparkle to them too. Like,
yeah, they did. I was going to say that, like, oh, maybe my other thing was sparkles, but no.
I'm thinking like a sun or a moon maybe on yours.
Oh.
I don't remember. Too long. My brain doesn't work that far back. Are there any other things that you always said was your favorite?
Well, I know with green, like, that was kind of fabricated, but it ended up being true. I just wanted to be on the winning team.
The tiebreaker.
Yeah. Like, I knew 2 out of 7 of our immediate family, their favorite was green, so I may as well. But I think that the same thing applies to blue, you and Ryan, right?
Yeah.
So I could have been the tiebreaker on either side, and I just didn't.
You could have.
Because I couldn't do orange. But I don't think orange is even Mom's favorite.
It's not. She finally realized, though. So many years later in life, she's like, it's funny because she, like, came to the conclusion in front of me. She's like, I always say my favorite color is orange, but I always like this teal, so I think that's really my favorite. I think we were in the yarn aisle or something.
Nice. Gosh.
And
so,
yeah, she's like, and just, like, look at all the things I have. Teal.
Mm-hmm. It's
fun.
a good one.
Yeah.
And that Liz likes teal.
Mm-hmm.
Eric, if you listen this far, comment. we talked about someone.
Liz plus teal equals heart.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I like teal too because I feel like it falls into the blue category, so I'm with that.
Yeah. I was having this color thought revelation of, like, I don't know, because there are a lot of shades of green that I don't particularly like lime green, and I don't know. I have all these preferences, but I realized that there's no shade of blue that I dislike, and I don't think there's any shade of yellow that I dislike. So why is not one of those my favorite? But green, with all my, like, specifications and my criticisms, it's still, I want to say it's my favorite. I just don't know.
Switch clubs.
I just need some sort of, like, a combination of blue and yellow. Got him.
Oh, goodness.
So the modeling process for this flower was it took so long. I think that this video is divided up in, like, 4/5 of it is the modeling, and only the last 5th is the coloring in, where I feel like usually I can keep it a little more evenly divided. It's just this one took so long.
The only thing left on my list is One Piece questions, but I feel like that just sends us down a tunnel.
Well, I think at this point in time, we wouldn't have talked about One Piece for like a month.
So we're due.
Yeah.
We can't let it be that long. All right, I don't know that they are even questions that would make us spin out of control. Us. Pretend there's an arrow pointing at Lane.
Oh my goodness.
I was curious about the devil's fruit.
Okay.
You had told me that the doctor guy, he had to go get a fruit that like people were guarding.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering, does the fruit stay ripe on the vine? Like it's a plant that they have to keep there? Or is it just like a fruit by itself, like in a bowl, and it won't rot? Does it rot? Could it rot? They're guarding it for how long?
Like that's the thing is like they don't, and like they're usually just individual little fruits. They don't have to stay on the vine, but they're not cut up or anything. They're not like prepared. So that does make me wonder though, like if someone did chop it up, would that keep? I wonder if anyone's talked about this.
My other question is kind of weird too, because like the person dies, right, and then a new devil fruit is just turns into a devil fruit somewhere.
Yeah.
So could a devil fruit turn into a fruit as someone's about to eat it? Oh,
man. I mean, like, that could probably happen.
Yeah, and then it's just an accident? Is that a story?
I bet. Oh my gosh. That's like kind of treacherous too, because it's fine for someone who doesn't already have a power, but it's like, it's a thing in the world where it's like, if you've already eaten a devil's fruit, or I keep saying devils and it's not that, it's just devil singular.
Oh,
anyway.
Okay. Maybe I was saying it wrong.
You said it right the second time. Anyway. No, like there was a voiceover a few times ago where I kept saying devil's fruit, and in the audio edit I kept clipping it out. Because it's like I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying it wrong, even though I was. Anyway, but it's the thing within the universe is like if you've already eaten a fruit, then I'm just not even gonna say it. If you've already eaten a fruit, then if you eat a second one, then it's like the consequences will be severe. Like you might die. Oh. I don't know. It's like their logic was just like, think of what you sacrifice when you eat just the one. You lose all your power and all your strength in the water, and like you sink to the bottom. That kind of thing.
That's everybody?
Yeah, like no one can swim.
Why?
It's just the thing. You get all your energy is sapped out, and you can't do bunk about it.
So silly.
It's not because it's used and it's dastardly.
Gosh, these things kind of look like the heads of like wasps or something.
Ooh. I know I've seen pictures that compare like pollinators with the flowers that they pollinate and how they look similar sometimes. I bet a RUE has some wild pollinators.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked this brush. It's fun making these look like limes because that's what they look like. Look it up yourself. I didn't lie.
You didn't lie.
Exactly. Anyway, yeah, so if you have a second devil fruit, you'll probably die, but I don't think that there's proof of that. But yeah, I think that maybe you could be almost about to bite into a fruit and then it could just change. Because there is some logic to it.
Is it hard to get through? Like, when you showed me the video of all the different kinds, they seem like they have like an odd crust to them. Like, are they hard? Or can you just eat them normal? Like, you wouldn't even recognize.
I wonder.
Like the one with the flame design on it. Like,
I wonder.
How do you even eat? Do you have to chop it up and eat the innards, or do you just like eat it like an apple?
I wonder a lot of things.
They haven't shown anyone eating it.
So, okay, with Luffy's, that one I think looks a lot like a cantaloupe or just like a melon. And it's like, he is shown just chomping through that when that would have a thick skin. There's this other person who ate hers and hers was shaped like a banana, and she peeled it like a banana and she ate the insides of it. So it's like, I don't think you have to eat the whole skin, and maybe that just speaks to Luffy's character where like he would just eat the whole skin of a cantaloupe no matter how thick that rind is. So yeah, I think it just kind of depends. Because I saw someone else who had a cantaloupe looking one, and he like sliced his up and was careful with it. It's like, I don't think you have to eat all of it, or what do you do? I don't know.
Now, would I say devil fruits? Or is it like holes to sack?
Ooh. That's a good question.
Yeah.
Devil fruits.
What about kids?
What about them?
Well, a kid just in like a field and there's fruits, and then it's like, oh, look, this one's really interesting. I'm going to eat it. And then a kid gets powers. Would that be bad?
Well, that's just what happened.
That's what happened?
Yeah,
Ooh.
like, well, Luffy.
Oh.
He, it was like his fruit was meant to be like really valuable. Like he was in a bar with some adult friends of his who they were going to trade it for something or they were going to sell it. I don't know. And he snarfed it down because it was food.
Rind and all.
Yeah, it was food and he ate it. There was this other person who also, like, he walked into a room, he'd been starving for days, and he just ate the first food-like thing he saw.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like, it does happen to a lot of kids. And Chopper, too, I think he was a baby deer when he ate his.
He was a...
Yeah. Ugh, so yeah, lots of kiddos can eat them, and sometimes adults eat them. But it just, whoever has access to fruit gets to eat the fruit.
Interesting. I think that's all my questions
Okay.
for now.
This is definitely close to being done.
Sharpen up the spines.
Yeah. So the leaves on each of my flowers, like sometimes they're really intricate and fun, and some of them are kind of bore snore.
That's not Chow.
It's not. Momo's been with us this whole time.
Chow's right here on my hair.
Yeah. That cats won't say anything, but they're both here with us today. This sounds like ghosts.
Momo's always here, but she's always under the bed.
Yeah. Anyway, but the leaves.
Yes.
Some of them are really intricate and fun to do. Others are kind of simple and boring. So the RUE just has kind of simple, basic looking leaves. So just
And the craziest flower.
yeah. So if you're not feeling impressed,
Da-da-da-da.
there we go.
If you're not feeling impressed, watch it again.
Yep. Number one hype man. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Make sure to come back this Friday and watch the next one. I can't remember what the next one is.
You'll find out.
It's gonna be a good one.
Zoe.
And all are like, and c'est la vie.
Don't put that in the captions.
I won't. I shan't.
Pretend like I say things I don't say. Write them in.
All right.
Anyway.
Thank you everyone for watching. Bye.
Bye. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum.